Layers. It's all about layers in the winter. Layer the layers. Meantime, Amelia's out here in a t-shirt.
I'll put something on.
No, it's fine. You do it. I mean, hey.
I just gotta put a lighter coat on the heavy one.
Yep. Good morning. Hello. How are you? I hope you are doing okay. My name is Comrade Paul. I am trying to learn to speak the English. I can pretty consistently time my workouts to these streams. It's great. Damn. So every time I stream, I should be working out. That's what you're saying. Every stream is a possible workout, is what you're saying. Good morning. Oh. I knocked the crust out of my eyes, stream a little bit, and get a hold of Ben. See what he wants to do. Everything's going at the bunker pretty good, man. Not too bad. We're surviving the winter. We're making it work. Liking the new place I haven't joined in a while. Yes. Yeah. It was a whole journey to get here, but we're happy to be here.
Dinor thinks it's too chilly to hang out here, though.
Yeah, Dinor.
Maybe if I put his sweater back on.
Maybe. Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys in the south have been getting all kinds of wintry storms. Snow in Bourbon Street. Bourbon Street has a foot of snow on it. Or had a foot of snow on it. Last week's fucking terrible weather and family weather. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Last week, Japanese scientists placed explosives at the bottom of Lake Loch Ness and tried blowing Nessie out of the water. We must do everything we can to protect our underwater ally.
Or you're going to do a full break from news this week that you have off?
Probably, yeah. I'll probably get drips and drabs when I like look at Twitter or something. But as far as like me going and finding out what's going on in the news, unless it's big enough to reach me through other pipelines, I'm just not gonna know. Mother-in-law's in the hospital. They fucked up during a routine procedure and cut her vein by accident. She lost 6 pints of blood and had to get an emergency hysterectomy. That's actually retarded. That's a fatty boom batty lawsuit.
Yeah, so don't tell anyone else about it.
Yeah, don't tell anybody else about that shit. keep that under your hat and tell your mother-in-law to call a legal representative right the fuck now. Because that's a lawsuit. That's a negligence lawsuit if ever I heard one.
So yeah, zip.
I wouldn't talk too much about it. Just go straight to the fucking lawyer and get your money. Don't call me fucking dear, dude. I ain't your dear.
That always reminds me of scam emails now.
Hello, dear.
Yeah. And if you look in your spam box, you just see so many deers.
Yeah.
Like, I bet I could find one right now that says deer if I looked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a fat lawsuit. Fat lawsuit. Other than that, things are peachy. Yeah, just that little thing. Just little stuff, huh? Just mother-in-law almost bleeding out. That's,
Like I said, lawyer is what you want.
Yes. A
Let the
vicious lawyer, too.
Yeah, let the lawyer do the talking.
Like a vicious lawyer. Like an insane lawyer. Like a shark. You get you a shark. A vicious shark. A megalodon lawyer.
If you were suing someone, would you ever want to do one of those YouTube lawyers, or do you think that gives you weird vibes?
No, I know no YouTube. I don't want a lawyer that has time to do YouTube.
Yeah.
I want a lawyer that is in court destroying people's lives 24/7.
That just has enough money for a billboard,
Yeah.
for advertising, that's it.
Because I'd be pissed off. If I had a big case and my lawyer was a YouTuber and he was making a bunch of videos, I'd be like,
bro,
get the fucking work.
you know they're getting hella business, though, those YouTube lawyers.
Some of them, like a lot of them, as far as my understanding, they hardly practice because they make so much money doing YouTube, and it's so much less, like involved. That's the section of collapse I'm most peeved by. The healthcare system going down is, that's pretty much the worst of the worst. Education and healthcare dying is pretty fucked up.
Yeah. If only Kamala could have even lied to people and said that she was for Medicare for all, what that would have done.
Yeah, I don't know. You got a really good point. Oh. Guys didn't get up early enough to complete your inward tower today. Sorry. That has got to be the fucking lamest troll move. The inward tower.
Mm-hmm.
Why YouTube hasn't done something at very least about the inward tower. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah, like have a minimum length of a comment, not just a maximum length.
Or just like track people that are typing those letters right after one another and just ban their main accounts and have them, because there's no way that, like, if you were to ask YouTube, like, we want those people here, we'd like to have those people at YouTube's, like, just get rid of them. I just don't understand. Like, YouTube is definitely involved in scamming shit. Scamming by pretending that views are the type of views that an advertiser would want.
And engagement.
And engagement is the type of engagement that an advertiser would want. And they're lying to advertisers and selling millions of dollars worth of advertising on YouTube. And the people that are touching that content are racists, misogynists, pieces of shit,
bots, people
morons,
with 80 accounts,
people with 80 accounts, fucking political wonks, and it's just like garbage people lined up around the block to touch the content, and people are paying millions of dollars to put their business, like to append their business to a place that's just like swarming with morons. You're expecting the company that allows porn to be advertised to kids and in fact pushes it to them and pushes porn and gambling to children. You expect them to care about trolls on a live stream. I mean, that's a good point. I would think that the government would care that YouTube is serving all those things up to children and lying to advertisers besides. Like, I would
concerned about ID gating Pornhub.
Yeah, I mean, that's so fucking retarded.
Like, you're gonna protect way more kids, raising the age for social media to like 16 instead of 13 at the very least.
Middle school kids knew about VPNs back in fucking 2013 when I was working at the school district.
Yeah.
So, good job. You know, it's not going to do anything. Yeah, I mean I have this talk probably like 2 or 3 times a week, but I do think that there is going to have to be some sort of a fucking moment where the internet is treated like the public space, because that's what it's become. Like, nobody grabs their soapbox and stands out in the public square anymore to talk, and people go online to do it. And when you can't tell, like in public, you can't tell who that person is affiliated with, but you can look that person in the face, right? You can see that they're a human being, right? You can at least meet them there. On the internet, there's no way to prove that the person that you're interacting with is even a human being, or 15 different human beings. That just doesn't work. You know, it doesn't work.
I think their incentive is to not do anything about it because they use bots just like foreign countries use bots, just like scammers use bots.
Yeah.
Like, if you look up like the full text of a tweet, sometimes you'll see it like 10 times.
Yeah.
Like, I saw that with like Biden defense tweets, like fucking
Yep.
10 different people saying it.
Dude, there was a guy in the chat yesterday. His channel name was I Hate N-Words. How he got around, I know that there's filter things, so he must have used some sort of fucking alternate thing in there, but that was his channel name. His channel picture was a swastika. And it's just like, is this 2025 or is this 1998? Where there's really no way to prevent people from doing that over and over again. Is this 2025? You literally can't even keep Nazi pieces of shit off of your platform with Nazi symbolism and Nazi names? Like, you can't even do that. And the answer is they can. They're just not interested in doing that because that Nazi is one point of engagement to them that they can use to sell advertising.
Yeah, they don't want people to stop commenting in their algorithm.
Yeah. The swastika is an Asiatic religious symbol. Yeah, it's also an old pagan good luck symbol too. And I'm sure that's what I Hate N-Words, the guy with the swastika in his profile pic, I'm sure he was like basically putting it out there to say namaste and peace to you. It's just retarded. Just full-blown retarded. And it just goes like on and on and on. Ironic how the internet could be such a unifying social force. Well, think about it. If you were a part of the government, Would you want people on the internet using it to build bridges between themselves and to organize themselves and to connect with one another? Or would you want them using it to type N-word towers endlessly on 52 accounts? Which one of those is less detrimental to your money coming in? Think about it. Which one of those keeps printing you money, and which one of those makes you spend money or lose money?
Well, you see the leftist memes about like herding cats. I'm sure a good amount of that is just how many bad actors can fucking
Oh yeah.
put wrenches in the works.
Oh yeah. And that's what it comes down to. Do they deserve jail time? No. They're children. They need to be corrected like children. That's all. These places just need to punish them by not letting them participate. That's it. That's all they have to do. In 2025, with generative AI blowing up, with all the technology we have, they just have to come up with one single way to punish people who are here to be antisocial. And that's it. Well, sometimes punishment is the best teacher. How do you teach somebody that you can't be a shitbag on the internet better than just restricting them to that so they can't talk to anybody now? You fucked up. That's a lesson learned.
Like, you think YouTube's not collecting enough device and IP information to identify someone making an alt account?
Oh my God. Yeah, YouTube is scooping you 5 ways from Sunday. They know exactly who you are. They just don't care to take any action on it. Freedom, baby. Yeah, that's what the founding fathers had in mind. Some dude making multiple accounts on YouTube to type the N-word. That's freedom. Yeah, give me a fucking break, bro. True freedom would be you typing that with your face and name on it so that the world could ostracize you for being a racist piece of shit. That's true freedom. You've got the freedom, but nobody has the freedom to treat you like they would treat you in public. What about that freedom? What about the freedom of association?
Cricket, what are you staring at?
Who decides what is bad? I'll do it. I'll decide. I'll decide for you what's bad.
Look at this boy. What are you staring at?
Is there a bugle up there or something? He's locked in on something. Oh, he's looking at that feather up there that's
that little...
twisting, I think, in the wind. Oh, Senator, love the suit. Now, freedom of association means that you are free to choose who you associate with. So that's a whole level of freedom, right? Secret racism posted publicly shouldn't exist. You want to post racism, I think you got the right to do it. But I think everybody has the right to know who's out there saying it. Period. That's it.
Do you think Elon didn't make a bunch of bot posts to defend himself?
Oh my God, dude, you know Elon be botting. So didn't ask yet, how are you today? I'm fucking, I'm alive. Yep. Freedom of speech is not freedom from consequence. Speech has consequences. You say the wrong thing to the wrong person, you're going to have consequences. Most people learn this in the first grade. But we live in a society now where people have been allowed to unlearn it because they've got fake anonymity to hide behind. These motherfuckers wouldn't even squeak the N-word in public. The only place people like that ever can come to do this is whispering to one of their friends in the back room somewhere or the internet. I use the N-word frequently and I don't give a fuck. Yeah, no, you don't. You might use it frequently here, but I guarantee you don't use it in your public life. Guarantee. You use it here. You use it when you're fake anonymous. But you don't have the balls to say it under your real name. You lack the fortitude. You lack the testicular fortitude to say what you think with your name attached to it. You got no skin in the game, boy. That ain't freedom of speech. Freedom of the speech is not having no skin in the game. You got to put skin in the game to have freedom of speech. You got no skin in the game, you got no freedom of speech, boy. Most of these motherfuckers, fuck Chicago, Pranav. Most of these motherfuckers wouldn't even stand in their backyard and say it for fear a neighbor would hear them. Most of these motherfuckers wouldn't open up their back fucking door and say it out loud, let alone peep it in public. So, there you go. Yeah, I've said it on a dare before. Okay, well, good for you. I've said it a bunch of times too. I just admit it. Why is the N-word so important to y'all? It's not important to me. I don't ever say it and I don't ever use it. It seems to be important to a lot of fucking people up in here. 5, 10, 15, 20 times every time I fucking stream, somebody wants to say it without anybody knowing who said it. So I don't have any fucking concern with the word at all. I don't use it. It's not part of my vocabulary, you see? It's just the way it works. Oh yeah. That's the only time it peeps out of their mouth audibly is when they're in a closed room with another friend who says it. I don't bring that shit in public, except here. They'll bring it into your stream, they'll bring it onto your content. If you ain't got the balls to say something out loud in a mixed group of people you don't know, don't fucking come up in here and say it. This is a mixed group of people you don't know. You see how that works? You see how that shit works? If you'd be quieter than a little church mouse in public with your mouth, be quiet here. Don't pretend you've got fucking skin in the game here, because you don't. It's just a word. That's up to you to let it affect you. It's up to you to say it. Right? I guarantee Justin Lang ain't out saying it in public. So what's the argument again? If you are, make some content about it and link me the channel. I want you to go into mixed public environments and just start yelling that word. Otherwise, shut your fucking mouth. You're the one that's got an issue with it, not me. Anybody else? Anybody else want to have this dumb argument? Lots and lots of dumb arguments today. What's up, duder? It's not ignorance. It's people trying to be funny and edgy. It's people who have no agency in their lives attempting to take control of some part of their lives. And that's not the way to do it. Tell us what you think about what Trump is doing so far. Don't really care, to be honest with you. So far, don't really care. So far, it seems like a pretty standard administration. Roll back the shit that the last administration did. Start establishing your own fucking tenor. That seems to be what the Trump administration is doing now. You ever had to check a racist in person? Yes. Multiple times. Not a fan of the deporting stuff, but I need to research more on what's actually going on. Yeah, if you're not a fan of fascist border policies, you really didn't have an option on the ballot this term. Everybody forget that the Democrats ran on a strong border and mass deportation, or no? Can you explain your definition of fascism? Seems like a textbook definition is no longer valid, and most people use it to describe. Yeah, fascism is a word that means I disagree with you politically. Now, that's what it means. When I say fascist, I mean a concentrated, unitary executive, right? I mean war. I mean oppression of the people. I mean anti-immigrant policy. I mean racism inherent, right? I mean Mussolini's Italy. That's what I mean when I think fascism. I think language control, language policing, cultural policing, etc. Right? Sasquatch. That's what your mom calls me. Yeah. That and Footlong. Her two nicknames for me. Yeah. Shouldn't we be happy to pay more taxes as long as the ultra wealthy get a break? Yes, of course. It's not about lowering crime. It's about the fact that the law is here. Break the law. Face the consequences. Simple. Got it. Got it. Yeah, bud. Hello, Alaskan guy. Man, I wish. My worst fear is that we will instead slip into a plutocratic monarchy, like the working people become serfs type of shit. You're afraid we will slip into that? Or you're aware that we have slipped into that? Yeah, face the consequences unless you have the money or are adjacent to a famous family. Then you get tier 1 justice, where likely you won't spend a day in jail. Don't have money, go to prison. It's simple as that. Don't have money, straight to prison. Have money, nothing really happens to you. Pay a little fine. There's justice for you. Am I a lawyer? Do I look like a fucking lawyer to you? Holy fuck, bro. Blah, blah, blah. Follow the laws, get a job, save your money, live a good life. Man, you go for it, bud. You go for it, bud. Do I do civil cases or criminal? Mostly civil. Mostly civil cases. There's some real fucking, like, brainlets in the chat today. We're talking like miniature brains. We're talking like atrophied brains in the chat today. Some real dumb motherfuckers have come out this morning. That's usually the truth every day, but there are some real fucking retards in the chat today. Real retards. Full-blown retards. Oh, there's been a constant pruning. Fucking, my mods they've been taking a chainsaw to it all morning, and it just keeps coming. The tide of morons. Shaking babies who grew up into iPad kids. Yep. Yep. We've got some iPad kids here. We've got some people whose real mom and dad was the iPad. They had an iPad, and then they had a couple of nannies that cooked food for them every once in a while. But the iPad raised them. Soon they won't even have nannies, just DoorDash. Yeah. It'll be iPads alone. Oh, well. The world ends in a tide of ignorance, I guess. That's cool. I would imagine it is, yeah. It's so still today. Like there ain't even a single bit of breeze hitting me today, which is strange for this area. There's no snow here either. That ain't snow on the trees, friend. That's just the sky. That is the sky shining through the trees. There ain't no snow here either. If there was snow here, my ass probably would not be sitting back here. I'll let you that. I'll let you know that. Not without a fire. Well, I'm wondering what the fucking plan is when most of your citizenry is too stupid to hold a basic job, and you've automated all of the most basic jobs out of existence. That's why I've been saying for a few years now, I think in the next 4 to 10 years, you're going to start seeing the idea floated of a universal minimum wage, like a universal allotment of money monthly to every man, woman, and child in America. I think that's coming. I don't know any other way around it. It's like, think about it, okay? How does the United States work, right? Let's just strip a business down to its basics. You make something. You hire people to help you make something, right? You sell that something right back to those same people, right? That's how America works. So now in America, you make something, you sell it to who? You have a fast food restaurant that you staff with low skilled workers to sell food to who? If nobody's got any money because nobody's working, because all of these jobs have been automated out of existence and there's no path to an actual job for people, who is going, who are you going to sell it to? So I feel like we are rushing pretty much head first into an arrangement where people are going to be given just enough to be completely and utterly poverty stricken. Feel that UBI would come at the cost of complete gutting of any other social safety nets we offer? Probably, yeah. But I don't think, I literally do not see any method by which our economy remains the same as it is now, which is exactly what every politician and businessman wants, right? I don't see how our economy remains exactly the same and how our business sector remains exactly the same as it is now and automates out of existence all low skilled, low wage jobs and then still has people with money in their pockets to buy their stupid shit and their services. So it'll be it'll be way too low per month. But I have a feeling that within the next decade, that is coming to America. And I don't think there's any way around it. Maybe I'll be wrong about that. I guess we'll see. But yeah, a stipend for everyone coming soon to your America. Don't do drugs, kids. What are you, an 80s PSA? Imagine being that goofy. Imagine that's your goofiness. This is your brain on drugs. You're a 1980s anti-drug PSA. Cute. I bet you're fun at parties. Is this what we have? What temp am I dealing with over here? That's a good question. All right. I am gonna let you guys know. It's cold as shit. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you how cold it is. Fuck. And then I'm gonna let you go because I got shit to do today. It is 37. That's not. Kind of feel like a pussy now, but it's 37 degrees.